I've had the opportunity to interview the creators of MediLingo. MediLingo is an app created for students who are studying any healthcare profession. Let's see what they say.
Hello, my name is Taryn Tavener-Smith and I'm one of the co-founders of MediLingo Limited here at BNU. MediLingo is a medical terminology app that we have developed inside BNU for our nursing and midwifery students. The aim of the app is to help students to learn medical terminology like a language by breaking down complex medical terms into simple bite-sized pieces or building blocks. John does our software development, Nic is our biomedical scientist, and my background is language. So my role is really breaking down the words into what we call word parts, which is prefixes, roots and suffixes, to try to teach medical terminology like a language. I think that MediLingo is useful specifically for nursing and midwifery students who are oscillating between their clinical practice as well as in their academic study in the classroom. How MediLingo is useful is they can easily take their app wherever they go. They can learn on the go, in practice or in university. They can engage with the app and the various different features at a pace that suits them, and so they can really take control of their learning. Nic approached me in 2021 with this idea that the way that we teach medical terminology could be improved. And so we decided to create a teaching intervention, which was teaching students online the strategies that we now have embedded into MediLingo.
It started actually back in 2020, so during COVID, we identified that actually students were struggling a little bit with learning medical terminology and not having that face-to-face sort of opportunity to speak to lecturers was making learning medical terminology that little bit harder, and we wanted to try and provide a tool that would support our students, our nursing students, to master terminology. When they go out into placement, they're expected to know what the doctors and the nurses and the other professionals there are talking about, and there's nothing worse than going into a workplace and not understanding what those terms mean.
MediLingo in its current form has a host of medical terminology words organized by specialism. So we have a number of different words that students can learn and engage with using innovative teaching approaches. So we have things like flashcards, achievement badges, spelling and AI enhanced pronunciation tools as well to support your correct and accurate pronunciation of more complex words.
So at the moment, MediLingo isn't a native app on the App Store or Google Play. We hope it will be in the future. So at the moment, it's basically an app you can access via the web through a browser on your smartphone or tablet or laptop, desktop. So if you go to medilingo.co.uk/app, that goes directly to the app in your browser. And then from there, there will be instructions for this, but there's a way of essentially adding it as a shortcut or installing it to your home screen, which then makes it look like an app. So it stays on your the home screen of your iPhone or Android. I think we're definitely keen to get more users with diverse backgrounds and maybe different learning needs to understand what could be tweaked in terms of the design or the visuals or the colors to ensure that it is accessible from that point of view. So it's still early days. We obviously want it to be as accessible as possible to anybody that would benefit.